You've memorized every mistake you've ever made, but you can't remember a single promise God has spoken over your life. Right now, there's a broken record playing in your mind. It's the same song over and over, the time you failed, the dream that didn't work out, the mistake that cost you everything. You know every word by heart. You've rehearsed it so many times that you could perform it in your sleep. But while you've been busy being the star of your own tragedy, God has been writing your comeback story, and you're missing it because you're too busy staring in the rearview mirror. Listen to me carefully. Your failures are not your identity. They're your education. Every setback was setting you up. Every closed door was redirecting you toward the right door. But you've been so focused on what went wrong that you've forgotten what God is making right. Isaiah 43:18-19 says this, "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." God is literally telling you to stop rehearsing yesterday's script because He's writing tomorrow's breakthrough. But you can't see the new thing He's doing because you're staring at the old thing that's done. Here's what the enemy doesn't want you to understand. Every minute you spend rehearsing your failures is a minute stolen from your destiny. Every hour you waste replaying your mistakes is an hour you could be preparing for your miracle. The devil knows something about you that you've forgotten. He knows you're dangerous when you remember who you really are. He knows you're unstoppable when you focus on where you're going instead of where you've been. So he keeps you trapped in the theater of your past, making you watch the same painful movie over and over again. But God remembers something different about you. He remembers your destiny. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future." Notice what God says, "I know the plans I have for you, not I knew, not I had plans before." You messed up, I know, present tense, active, alive. Your failures didn't cancel your destiny, they refined it. Your mistakes didn't disqualify you from God's plan, they prepared you for it. Think about this. Every great person in the Bible had a chapter they probably wished they could skip. David had Bathsheba, Moses had murder, Paul had persecution, Peter had denial. But God didn't write them off because of their worst moments. He wrote them into His greatest story, because God doesn't remember your failures the way you do. When God looks at you, He doesn't see your mistakes. He sees your potential. He doesn't see your past. He sees your purpose. Psalm 103:12 says, "As far as the east is from the west, so far has He removed our transgressions from us." Do you know how far east is from west? It's infinite. There's no point where east meets west. That's how far God has removed your failures from His memory. But somehow you've kept a detailed file of everything He's already forgotten. You've been the prosecutor of your own life when God has already been your defense attorney. You've been the judge of your own story when God has already declared you not guilty. Stop rehearsing what God has already dismissed. Stop replaying what God has already redeemed. Here's what you need to understand. Your destiny isn't behind you, it's in front of you, and every step you take toward your future is a step away from your past. But you can't walk into your destiny while you're still dancing with your failures. Romans 8:28 promises that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. All things, not just the good things, not just the easy things. All things, even your failures, even your mistakes, even your biggest regrets. God is a master at turning your messes into your message, your tests into your testimony, your pain into your purpose. But you'll never see the masterpiece He's creating if you're still staring at the rough draft. So here's my challenge for you. Every time you catch yourself rehearsing a failure, I want you to rehearse a promise instead. Every time you start replaying a mistake, I want you to start declaring your destiny. Because faith isn't about having a perfect past. Faith is about having a hopeful future, and your future is not determined by what you've done. It's determined by what God has already done. He's already written your comeback. He's already prepared your breakthrough. He's already planned your victory. Stop rehearsing your failures. Start rehearsing your faith. Because the God who called you is the same God who will complete what He started in you. Your destiny isn't lost. It's just getting started. and the best chapter of your story hasn't been written yet.